So good morning, everyone. We're going to work today on kind of the mid upper back. So last Sunday we worked on glutes, and then Wednesday we worked on more lower back stuff. And today we're going to kind of take the mid to upper torso, and I'm just going to let somebody jump in real quick. There we go. So that we can keep kind of working on the back body. They call it the back chain of muscles. Because if we're always tightening, doing chests or belly or even quad work, right? The whole front of the body gets really tight. The back body gets weaker and overstretched. And the whole body group really get out of balance. So we're going to focus a lot on the mid to upper back. Of course, working a little bit of everything in between. So if you have a strap, grab it and just put it in a kind of shoulder width loop. I don't know if you can see that loop, so that we can get to that right away and you're not fussing with that. All right, so move the flesh out from the sit bones and sit really well. Know that you can sit up on a block, on a blanket. And again, as I always say, if your knees, hips, or ankles hurt sitting cross-legged, then go ahead and straighten out the legs and sit in whatever way makes sense for you. Good. And then close the eyes. Start to center your body on your yoga mat. Start to center your breath evenly, inhaling and exhaling. And start to center the mind's chatter, so that that becomes quieter and quieter. Feel the crown of the head reaching up toward the ceiling, the tailbone reaching down toward the floor, all of the natural curves of your spine without over or under doing any part of the spine. And feel free to wiggle if you need to just shift, to feel what's happening in your body. And start to cultivate a sense of peace in your body. Cultivate a sense of equanimity, of balance. As you breathe in, feel your shoulders rising up softly, and as you exhale, they lower softly. Maybe you feel the ribs and the lungs expanding out and then back in. The belly reaching out in the inhale and softening back in on the exhale. And as you witness all of this in your body, still cultivating this sense of peace and of balance. Good. Start to draw the breath in deeper, maybe up to the count of 4 or 5. Pausing at the top of the breath, exhaling for 4 or 5 count. As you inhale, try not to hold the belly in. Try to let it expand out with your inhale and draw in with the exhale. See how much tension you might be carrying in the belly itself. Few more rounds right here, this counted, soft, easy counted breath. Good, and then open your eyes. And let's straighten out the legs just to give them a break. If you were cross-legged, just straighten them out. Still move the flesh out from the sit bones. Start to fire up your legs a little bit. Let's get some blood flow energy and muscle engagement in the legs. Flex both feet, both ball mounds pressing out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Good. If it's very hard to sit straight-legged, just bend the knees and dig your heels into the floor so that you can keep your spine where it should be. Good. So let's inhale. Exhale to your heart. And again, inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's change it up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, push it out. We did this Wednesday. Exhale, draw it all in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Good. Two more just like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, big deep breaths. Exhale, push it all in. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale to the floor. One more here. Inhale, take it up. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, push those arms out. Exhale, gather it all in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale out to the side. Good. Adding one more here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, push it out. Exhale, gather it in. Good. Inhale, arms up. Grab your right wrist. Go over to the left. Inhale, center. Grab your left wrist. Go to the right. Inhale, center. Hands to your heart. And let go. Good. Inhale it up. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, push it out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach up. Grab your wrist, turn it to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to your heart. Last one. Inhale it up. Exhale, heart. Inhale, push out. Exhale, gather it in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, your right wrist to the left. Inhale, center, left wrist to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale to your heart. Hold those arms, those hands right there. Bend your knees if they are still straight. Just place your feet on the floor, your heels on the floor. That was a long time to be straight-legged. Big, deep breath. And exhale, let go. Good, and then take the legs slightly wider, elbows inside your knees. Your legs are as wide as they need to be. Now, notice the shoulders want to round forward. I want you to draw them back and wide. And then press your knees into your elbows into your knees. Watch that tension in the neck, right? Does not need to be there. Just keep pulling the shoulders out to the side body. Find your breath. And release and let go. Good. I'm going to just turn to the side here so you can see that my back's not rounding, hopefully not rounding. So bring those elbows inside the knees again. Lift up really tall. Press your knees into your elbows into your knees. Try to widen the shoulders, the collarbones. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. And let go. Good. One more of those. I like number 3. I don't know why. Good. Take those elbows inside. Take the knees outside. Hands together. Press the hands together. Squeeze your elbows into your knees into your elbows. Resist. Just doing a little isometric warm up for the legs. And let go. Good. So opposite motion, right? This time we're going to take the elbows to the outside knees. We're going to interlace the hands or press the palms together, whichever works. Actually, I think it's going to work better just to keep those hands separate because otherwise the knees want to collapse. So same thing here. Press your knees into your elbows into your knees, working the outside legs. Dig your heels into your knees. All right, so next week, next Sunday, we have to have cute sock day or happy sock day. Everybody has to wear cute socks. Breathe and release. Good, 2 more right here. Press your elbows into your knees into your elbows. Widen the collarbones. A lot of yoga teachers talk about the collarbones here, trying to get them to smile, like we'll make them super wide, super big. Breathe and release. 1 more right here. Press those elbows into your knees into your elbows. Now, lift your spine even more, right? Feel your whole spine starting to lengthen. And release and let go. Good. Straighten out the legs. Just shake them out. If you're comfortable, I want you to cross leg again and grab your strap. So the strap is in a loop. I want you to take the loop behind you and in your best yogi way, shimmy that strap up your arms until they are past or above your elbows. Again, I'll turn to the side. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. So they're above your elbows. And then I want you to draw the elbows down to your side body and just sit really tall. And again, if cross legs hurt, just straighten the legs. So the strap is pressing into my back gently. My arms are to the side. If we think of chaturanga, for example, right? This would be your upper body alignment. And then notice there's a little bit of resistance with my back body against the strap. So I'm not completely arching, I'm not grounding. I'm using the strap as a little reminder, but it also draws the shoulders back. It makes the collarbones wide. And notice how something that simple can open our chest and engage our back body. Yeah, just breathe here for a moment. So if your keyboard, we're really close. You could do this. I'm thinking of a couple of you here, right? So it probably wouldn't really work, but it's kind of nice to draw those shoulders back and to just find a little breather, a little bit of release for the front body. Good. 1 more nice deep breath here. Take a real deep breath and see how that feels. And exhale and let it go. Good. Take the strap out and bring it forward. Take the arms through the loop again and take them below the elbows to the hand side of the elbows this time. And then take the arms out in front of you, draw the shoulders back, turn the palms face in, but press the strap against the arms against the strap. So you should feel some pretty good energy there. And then all I want you to do is pull your hands forward, roll the shoulders up, squeeze them back and down. Again, I'll turn sideways. Maybe you can see this, I'm not sure. As if you were doing circles with your shoulder blades. So you're just pulling the arms forward, kind of reaching them up and back. As we move through the collarbones, through the shoulders, through the shoulder blades, that's it. And right, feel the work. Now go in the opposite direction, right? So if you were pulling him back first, pull forward first, you know, just change the circle. You know what I mean? Good, one more. Good, and then take the arms out in front of you, draw the shoulders blades back, press into those arms, into the strap, and take the arms up. And just very gently press against the strap. Squeeze the low belly in, soften the front ribs, don't overarch. Breathe, it's a gentle press, right? It's not a whole bunch of work here. Just notice, maybe it feels good. Maybe that support actually feels good in your body. And then exhale, lower all the way down, release your strap. Good, so don't worry about the loop this time. Just take one hand through the loop so that you have some purchase there, right? I've got it kind of wrapped around the webbing of thumb and index. Again, be gentle if that is an area of injury. Don't make it too tight. And then take the strap super wide. Inhale it up. Good, breathe. Just hold it over your head if you can. My shoulder people here, please be gentle. Be nice to yourself. Soften the shoulders down. Feel the chest lift. Feel the low belly toned. Breathe. One hand isn't even grabbing the strap because it's looped. The other one's softly grabbing. Good. And then if you can, widen your strap. Take the arms behind. Slow, slow, slow down toward the floor. Doesn't have to go all the way down. And then pull on the strap to inhale, reach up, and take it back down toward your knees. That's it. Inhale, reach up. Slowly past that front chest. Feel the tightness there and lower down. If your arms are doing weird, funky, double jointed things, widen your arms. Good. Take it back in front of you. And a couple more right here. Want you to go slow because we want to feel where is it tight for us. Good. I often say that we live these kind of front body lives, right? Everything is, of course, front body because that's where our eyes are. So we don't see our back body. We often ignore our back body, right? So let's give that back body a little bit of love. Good. And then finish that round. Shorten your strap or the hold on your strap. I tend to go knee to knee. That seems to work for me when my legs are crossed, but if yours are straight, just see if you can find that distance that works for you. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bend the elbows, take the strap behind your head. And then inhale it up. Exhale it forward. Good, let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Now don't tuck your head. Keep that head neutral. And back down. Use your breath, everyone. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze back behind you. Inhale it up. Exhale down. Good, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Inhale it up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale it up. Exhale, squeeze down, and then just bring the strap up high enough that you can feel your arms roughly in cactus pose, right? So notice that and just feel the shoulders widen. I'm not squeezing my elbows back. I'm trying to widen the collarbones, widen the upper chest. And then straighten both arms. The strap's going to be behind you. Press the one that's got the loop out. Press the one that's holding the loose end out. And just feel this huge expanse of your chest. And then maybe turn your head toward the loose end hand of the strap. And breathe. Good. And release it behind you. Oh. Bring it back around. Just humor me here. Take that loop in the other hand. Take that strap short. Again, shorter than that really wide one. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bend the hands or bend the elbows and come back to that cactus pose. Head is in alignment. Breathe. Belly is toned. And when you're ready, slowly straighten the arms until they're wide. right? Breathe. Palms maybe face down, maybe turn your head the other direction to that point where the strap is loose. Good. Breathe. Open up the arms wide. And then just release it down. Good. Take your strap, set it aside. Maybe that reminded you of the upper arm portion of a very common pose. All right, so I'm going to take off my groovy socks because I'm going to need some traction on my mat. And I want everybody to come to table pose. So table pose, hands and knees. Maybe your straps are toward the front of your mat, maybe not. Remember to cushion your knees if you need to or want to. Plant the hands really well. Tuck the belly in, but don't flatten your lower back. And then just swoosh your hips side to side. Just swoosh it. Swoosh your hip side to side. And stretch out the side body a little bit. That should feel pretty good. Good. And then take the hip center. Reach your left arm, your left hand across the right corner of your mat. Drop down to your right elbow and just stretch your hips back to the left. And then once again, very gently, I want you to swoosh your hips side to side. I guess you can swish hips, swish, swoosh, right? Just breathe, just feel the stretch along the left side. From maybe your wrist, right, to your underarm, to your side body, all the way back. One more little swoosh. Good. And center, push back into those hands. Once you're back in a somewhat neutral table, walk the right hand to that far corner of your yoga mat. Drop down to your left elbow. Stretch it back. And then shift your hips side to side and see if you can find that stretch underneath your underarm, your latissimus dorsi, right? Breathe. That should feel nice. And back to center, push into both hands, walk both hands forward. More traditional puppy stretch. Dropping the forehead toward the floor, the chest toward the floor. Ideally, your knees and hips are pretty aligned, pretty straight up and down. They don't have to be perfect. And then as you very gently draw the elbows toward each other, as if you were holding on to that beach ball I always talk about, notice how that engages your upper back. Good. Little tone to the belly here. Big deep breath, and then walk your hands all the way back. Still in table pose. We're almost done with the knees here, folks, so be gentle. Your left hand somewhat center of the mat. I don't take it all the way to the center, but I just move it to the left a little bit. Inhale, reach the arm up, the right arm up, and exhale it down. Good. Take your knees a little bit wider. I didn't say that the first time, so we'll do it there. Once the knees are wider, take the right arm up. Notice that makes that a little bit easier. And just stretch wingspan to wingspan, one hand to the other hand. Big deep breath and exhale, let it come down. Right hand a little closer to center, left arm reaches up. And hold here and just see where will that arm go for you. Breathe, don't strain it. Don't think of the arm going past the shoulder. Think of it staying in line with the center of your chest. And exhale, bring it down. Good, left hand towards center one more time. Inhale, reach it up. And then take it internally, rotate it and take it behind your back. And just lift the right shoulder away from the floor. Inhale, release, take the arm up. Exhale it down to the floor. Other side, left arm reaches up. Internally rotate, take that hand behind your back. Stretch the front of your chest. Inhale it up. Exhale it down to the floor. Nice job, everybody. Plant those hands for downward facing dog. Maybe the knees come back to center. Flip your toes under, lift your knees. And come to your first downward facing dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Stretch it out. Follow your breath. And then once again, just swish your hips a little bit side to side. Excuse me. And feel the side body stretch. There you go. And when you're ready, walk those hands all the way back to your feet. Soften your knees, maybe widen your stance a little bit. Hands come to your knees and come all the way up. Good. And just feel, excuse me, just feel the shoulders already starting to maybe open up a little bit. So we talk about the shoulders, but really what I'm hoping for is this engagement all through this mid and upper back so that the chest can widen and stretch. Back body can contract a little bit. So take one hand to your, I'm doing my left side chest. You can mirror if you'd like. So one palm, big spread out hand to the left side chest. Take the right arm forward, draw it back. Knees are soft, but legs are planted. And open your right arm out to the side and then back. Resist the twist by holding your left shoulder back. And breathe. And then inhale the right arm up. Exhale it down to the floor. Inhale behind you, stretch it, and bring it up. So they're really, right, a long way to say big shoulder circles, big arm circles, slow. Good. One more, big, big, big. Open it up and bring it forward. Draw the shoulder back, take it out to the side, hold, internally rotate. Bring it behind you. You're not walking it up your back here. You're actually pressing, just like we had the strap kind of pressing into our backs. Press the forearm into your back into the forearm. Lift your chest. I'm still holding that left shoulder, left chest kind of in place. And breathe. And then release the left hand. Grab your elbow with your right hand still behind you. And notice, bend your left elbow. So we're really creating kind of a traction here. So it's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see that if you need to. Breathe, everybody. Keep drawing the elbows down, the forearm pressing easily into your back resisting just a little bit. And then maybe optionally, right ear to right shoulder. Take a deep breath. Try not to lift the chin, keep it pretty neutral. That's it, one more. Bring the head back to neutral, release both arms, shake them out, and just feel that, right? Again, feel that. Tightness through the front chest, rolls those shoulders forward, among other things, right? And then we have this all happening, exaggerated. All right, right hand to right side chest. Plant that hand there, try to keep that shoulder pretty well steady. Take the left arm out and then start to open it back behind you. And breathe. Soft knees, by the way. Just feel that, oh God, yeah. Right, we notice where we hold more attention. And then take the arm up to the ceiling, circle it down, bring it back, open up the chest. Mindful of your shoulders, or try to relax through your head, your neck, your shoulders, your jaw. Good, nice. One more big, big, big circle. Oh. And then the hand comes out in front of you, pull the shoulder back, open that arm wide again. Imagine somebody pulling your fingers away from the shoulder. So there's this push play of keeping the shoulder joint, keeping the integrity here. So I'm not reaching it out of the joint, but just pulling it in. Internally rotate, take it behind you. Whew, fingertips maybe to the outside shoulder or outside of your waist. Roll the left shoulder back. Find your breath, just keep reaching it back. Maybe drop the right hand, grab your arm, your right arm, bend that elbow, pull both back, right? Breathe, that's it. And just feel the width. So one of the things I notice for my own body is if we pull down too much, we create different strain in the neck shoulder. So I'm not trying to overly pull. I'm just trying to lengthen mostly chest up, shoulders wide, right? Chest wide, more so than pulling the shoulders down toward my hips. And only if you want, left ear, left shoulder. Breathe, keeping those shoulders nice and wide. Breathe. That's it. One more nice deep breath. And bring that head back. Release those arms. Just feel, again, feel that. Grab your strap. Take your legs wide. Let that strap loop kind of hook around that one thumb. Again, it doesn't matter which side. Take the strap up nice and high, nice and wide. Some circles, they call this 5-pointed star. So I want you to just resist the strap a little bit. And then imagine if your feet were doing the same thing, resisting a strap that's between both feet. Good, breathe, try not to overgrip your strap. Your toes are pointed slightly out to the side. You probably know what's coming. We gotta warm up a little bit more. So on your exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten everything up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. You got it. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale it up. Exhale, bend it. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, bend, hold right here. Now, try not to spill the pelvis, right? Try to keep a neutral spine. Those arms are behind you. Try to come into a more cactus pose, which means the elbows are straight out from your shoulders. Press the knees away from each other. Press into the feet. Engage your glutes. And then do the same thing we did when we were seated. Straighten the arms. Whew. Right, so you're holding on. Resist that one that's in the loop. Resist that one a little bit more. If it's bothering your thumb or anything, then just hold on to it like you're doing the front one. Good, resist, squeeze your belly. Look at that draped strap side. Breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten up, resist, or release the strap down. And breathe. Good. I want you to take that strap back in front of you. If you have a loop and the hands are okay, loop it around the other hand. Take the strap somewhat wide. Take it over your head. Exhale. Come on back down. Goddess pose. And breathe. Good solid pose, right? You don't have to go low. You know that, right? There's everything from just a soft bent knee to a nice deep squat. Just trust your body here. Now, squeeze the belly in, soften the front ribs in, feel the back body working, straighten the arms, whoo. Feel that work, look over your hand that's where the strap's hanging, push against that with the other hand. Breathe, feel your back body work. And release, whoo, straighten the legs, drop that strap behind you. And notice. Right, so we think of back body and we think we've got to do all of this like, really we just need to engage the muscles. All right, just set your strap aside for now. We're going to use it again in a minute. Your legs are still wide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. How wide you bring your legs is up to you. I did not cue it, so forgive me. Grab your blocks and let your hands just rest on your blocks. Feel your legs, engage your inner thighs, draw those inner thighs toward you, squeeze it onto a really big beach ball. Find that body. Now, lengthen your spine and just walk your blocks forward. You might not be able to see this in the camera, but just walk the blocks forward as if you were in a wide leg downward facing dog. Keep the heels on the floor. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Isometrically pull the shoulders back. So the hands are staying on your blocks aren't moving, but just isometrically try to draw the hands back toward the floor. Breathe. Widen your collarbones. Feel the shoulders work. Think downward facing dog. Push the hands into the blocks. Good. Release and slide those blocks back underneath you. Soften and bend the knees and come on up. Roll your shoulders. Right, already it's like, oh, right? Feeling all this starting to stretch and open up. All right, inhale. Exhale back down to your blocks. Breathe. You're going to grab one block, take it in your right hand just so I can keep it straight. Inhale that block and that arm out to the side. Breathe. Internally rotate. Take it behind you, set it on your sacrum. Release the hand to the floor. Good. Scoot your other block out of the way. I don't think we can stack. All right, take your left arm out to the side. Internally rotate. Reach behind you. Grab your block and take it back to the floor. All right, now you know what we're doing. Grab it with your right hand, take it out, purposefully internally rotate. Drop it down to your sacrum. Switch sides. Reach behind you. Grab it, take it down. One more this direction. Reach it out. Pause for a second here. Soften the backs of the knees. You know who you are. Internally rotate. Set it on your behind. Good. Drop that hand. Take the left arm out. Internally rotate. Grab that block and set it down. Go the other way. Left arm out. Bring it behind you. Set it down. Hand back to the floor. Reach behind with your right and bring it back to the floor. Two more. Out, behind you, down, out, and down. Last one. Out, behind you. Right arm reaches to get it and take it to the floor. Good. Bend your knees. Whew. Grab your block since you're already down that low and come on up. Whew. Good. Walk those feet in a little bit, but keep them still wide. Just take some of that pressure off your inner thighs. Take the arms out to your sides. Reach it behind you, but this time don't touch your sacrum if you can help it. Really draw those shoulders back. Take it out and bring it forward. Straight arms out to the side. Woo! Here goes one. Out and forward. Take it out. Reach it behind you. Feel that and open. Good. Go the other way. So take it out to the left. Reach it behind you. Try to keep those shoulders back. Open. Take it forward. Open to the side. Take it back. And open. Last one here. Take it out. Reach it behind you. Open it up and let go. And breathe, right? So one of the things that can happen is this rotating forward of the shoulders when we're doing stuff behind us. The goal is to see if we can keep it reaching back without letting that front shoulder roll forward or not forward too much. All right, block behind you completely. Bring the elbows toward each other. Bend your elbows and slide the block up your back. It doesn't have to touch. And then back down. Reach it up. See if the shoulders will stay back and the chest will stay lifted. Good. Reach it up. and down. Good, reach it up and down. Last one, reach it up and down. Good, and then set that block right on your sacrum. Plant your palms on the block. Push the block into your sacrum, press back with the elbows. All you're doing is lifting, right? You're just getting a big old stretch. This might not feel great for some of you. If your front chest is really tight, you're doing a whole lot more work than some of the others. Good, one more big deep breath right here. And then release it. Whew, good. Take both of your blocks, set them back to the front of your mat. We're not going to need a strap just yet. And then come on up to the front of your mat. And just stand for a moment in mountain pose. And see if you can feel that front upper body kind of opening up just a little bit more. The shoulders soften as a result of the muscles not being quite so tight. Inhale, reach up. Exhale all the way down, everybody. Soften both knees and step back with your right leg. Lower your right knee to the floor. Grab your blocks if you have them. And just place your hands on your blocks. Pause for a moment here. We're just going to do a nice opening stretch of psoas and quad. Just so we can keep working on opening the front body, engaging the back body. Good, deep breath here. You got this. Good, and then take your hands to your knees. Engage the belly. Inhale your right arm up. Inhale the left arm up. Feel this, so draw the shoulder blades back and down, squeeze the belly harder than you would normally for here, and then find that big opening here. Think warrior one as far as your arms are concerned. And then release it, hands come back to your block. Simply switch sides, bring your left knee back, bring your right knee forward. Start in just an easy, easy lunge, stretch it out. Maybe the left glute is engaged, right? Maybe you're pressing a little bit stronger into your right foot, your front foot. Breathe. And then hands to your knee. Lift your chest, but squeeze in the belly. So it's not a back bend, not here, not this one, not right now. Take the left arm up. Feel that stretch. Take the right arm up. Engage the shoulders. Breathe, find your pose. Maybe the chest lifts more, but it's not in the lower back. Exhale, hands to the floor. Good, and then grab your strap. Hopefully it still has that loop in it. And I want you to take the loop just below hand side of the elbows. So there's my elbows. It's just an inch or so. And then take those hands to your blocks again. Left foot forward if you can, right foot back. Breathe. Find that. So here we're going to move those arms back up to the ceiling. I want you to have good, strong engagement. Push into your left foot. Push into the top of your back foot. Squeeze your belly. Start to release those hands from your block and take them up. Now press against the strap gently. Don't go crazy, right? Don't go nuts, but just press against and notice how that feels in your back. I love this because now I feel my upper body working in the pose. Exhale, take it down. Simply switch legs, right foot forward, left foot back. It was a great article and it said almost all yoga poses that involve the legs, that's where we focus. We focus on the legs, of course, right? But the arms, especially the upper shoulders and arms, don't get the engagement that they should in the pose. So here we are again. Maybe you go to fingertips. Maybe you reach the arms up, palms are face in, press against the strap. Where do your arms go? Are they straight up? Are they slightly forward? Anything is good, okay? So don't try to make the arms go straight overhead if that is not good for your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Feel that gentle press against the arms with everything working. And then exhale. Hands come back down. Slide your right knee back. Release your strap for a moment. Set the blocks aside for a moment and just come into a little baby puppy stretch. Little baby one. Good, and from there, walk the hands back. Plant your hands, flip your toes under, come to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Good arms, everybody. Good shoulders, wide collarbones. And then walk your hands back. Soften your knees, hands come to your knees. Come on up. Yeah. Right, just roll your shoulders. Like just make your arms kind of like little octopus arms. Shake it out, grab your strap. All right, so we've got our lovely strap. And I want you to take it just below the elbows again. Right, hopefully you can see that okay. Move the tail of the strap just out of the way, just so it doesn't become a trip hazard. Good, and then inhale, straight arms up. If your shoulders don't feel wide enough, you can always widen that strap, right? So don't go stressing out in the shoulders here. On the exhale, I want you to bring the arms down toward your knees, bend your knees. Inhale, straighten the legs, inhale up. Gentle pressure on the strap the whole time. Exhale down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Good, listen up. Exhale down. Inhale the arms right in front of you. Pull the shoulder blades back. Yep, sneaky little way to get into chair. And then I want you to play with, where do your arms feel best? In chair pose. Don't let the knees drop in. Strong legs. Arms come up, maybe, maybe not. Gentle press against the arms. Feel the shoulder blades, feel the lats, right? Side back. Feel those babies working here. And then lower the arms and stand up. Release your strap. Good, chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, bend knees. And then take the arms up in front of you, pull the shoulders back. Pretend you're squeezing both the ball and pressing against your strap. And raise the arms to your level. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Take those arms big and wide. Take them to your back pockets. Squeeze the elbows toward each other. Pull down into the back pockets to lift straighten your legs. Pull the shoulders back gently and release. La, la, la. Good. Do the backstroke. Right? Imagine if we did this in the grocery line. Right? Maybe we should. All right, grab your strap. Left foot forward, right foot back. Warrior one stance. Just pulling the mat straight for myself. Warrior one. Don't have to go deep, right? So warrior one, your feet are at least hips width apart, maybe wider for you. Front knee bent, straight up and down, elbow or ankle to knee. Your back foot ideally turned slightly to the side, but the toes pointing mostly forward. You got your strap, you know what to do. This time I want it above your elbows, closer to shoulders. So it's really literally an inch or less above the shoulders. Don't go way up into the biceps. Palms face forward. Pull the shoulders back, squeeze your belly. On the inhale, raise the arms. Whoops, smack in front of our faces. And breathe. And then press the arms out, so much so that the pinky fingers may be curling to the middle a little bit. So an external rotation of those arms. Big deep breath. And notice maybe, whoop, don't look at the camera. Notice maybe that, I don't know, for me there's more freedom here instead of less. Big deep breath, and then lower the arms, keep the legs if you can. Just drop that strap over your leg, if it'll stay. And then take the arms up. Now think of the arms as an integral part of your pose. Instead of they're just hanging there, they're doing something. They're engaged, they're strong, right? Exhale, release. Step forward with your right leg. Step back with your left. Same thing with the strap. You would think it would be the same, but it can be different depending on what we're doing with our legs. So just above the elbow, make sure your strap is, or your buckle isn't digging in. Gentle pressure out. Inhale, reach up. Think of possible freedom here, right? So instead of the work, think of the freedom of feeling the arms working with the pose. Feel the side back body working. Keep the legs active, right? You're still in warrior one. Breathe, maybe the chest lifts. Big deep breath, lower the arms. Just drop your strap over your leg. Inhale it back up. Oh, right? Is anybody else doing that? Like, oh, right? Inhale and breathe and feel that. Maybe take the arms wide here. And notice that. Maybe lift the chest. Notice that. And then let go. Ooh, and step forward. And shake it out. Good. I hope you're feeling like there's something happening here. Like, good. Just set your strap down for a moment. In fact, let's grab a block just to keep the legs, so the legs don't feel lonely. You know, we're all this focus on upper body. The legs feel a little more included. Soft back of the knees, feet parallel to each other. Simply take the left arm out. Bring it over your head, drop the elbow. Or bend the elbow, drop the hand over. And notice, so I'm not scrunching my shoulder. I'm not pulling it, I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to keep that upper trap muscle soft and just breathe. Just take a moment here to notice the lack of tension in the shoulders on purpose, especially if you're doing a lot of desk work or computer work, right? These babies get so tight. So I just want you to pause for a moment. So if you're working, if you're doing at-home work or desk work and you're on that computer all day, take 1 minute, set your timer, 1 minute to just let your arm drape over your head. And then release it and roll it out. Other side, take the arm up, bend the elbow, let the hand drape over your head. This was again something I learned from that same chiropractor yoga teacher, Lee Alpert, who said that we have so much tension here in these upper trapezius muscles that sometimes we need to slacken the tension. And this was one of his exercises. And it was amazing how much softer the shoulder muscles would start to get when we would do this. Good, one more breath. That's it. And then release it. Roll them out, check them out. Good, release your block, set it down, grab your strap. All right, very much on purpose. Your strap is in your right hand, the loop part, just like it was before. The long end is behind you. I want you to start in a wide leg pose. Don't go super wide. Toes are pointed straight ahead. Take the strap up, bend the elbows to cactus pose, right? We've done most of this already. Notice the tension, keep the shoulders wide, keep the elbows wide. Keep your right foot where it is and turn your left foot so that it's pointing straight ahead, and then bend the knee, right? So here we are, legs are in warrior two stance. Your back foot is either straight or slightly pointed toward the front. Your front knee is bent 90 degrees. Here we are with this strap, shoulders wide. Keep your head facing forward or in the same direction of your hips for now. So not looking forward over your left knee. From here, straighten the arms and breathe. I want a little bit more emphasis on the back arm, on the back hand. So I'm pulling more with the back hand or the right hand, and I'm resisting with the left hand. Arms are straight, and then look over your left hand, warrior two. Squeeze your belly, engage your legs, right? That should be a given. And then drop your back hand to your back thigh, take your front arm up to the ceiling. Maybe you look up. Keep some tension in the strap. Breathe. And then reverse or take the front arm forward. Good. Maybe it drops down to the knee as the top arm reaches up. Yep. One more here, everybody. Reach the arm up. Drop your back hand to your thigh. Maybe look up. Keep the tension there. Level it out. Drop forward. Extended side angle. Using those back muscles. And take it up. Release the arms. Turn your toes. Everything facing forward. That strap drops around your hips, your waist, and come on down. If your low back is okay, or your legs are really nicely engaged, release your hands from the floor, grab opposite elbows, and let the shoulders slacken again. That's it. All right, hands to the floor, soften the knees. Come on up. Toes are pointing forward. You've got that strap in your hand again. It wraps around the left hand, the loop does. Toes are pointing forward, and then bend the elbows to cactus. Turn your right foot so the toes are pointing toward the front edge of your mat. Bend your front knee. Let's come to warrior two on this side. Notice your breath. Notice if you are spilling your pelvis forward, and if you are, tuck a little bit, engage that back glute, straighten the arms. A little bit more pull of the back arm than the front arm. There's a reason for that. Breathe. Feel your back body really working, that upper back, upper shoulders, and then drop the back hand down to your thigh. Keep some tension in that strap, reach up. And then slowly reverse, front hand comes down. You can even bring elbow to knee, don't hang in space if you don't have the strength. And take it up, reverse, hand down, exalted warrior. And then through warrior two, to take that hand down, front hand down. Reach with the top arm, squeeze your legs. And take it up. Just glance over your front fingers. I didn't do that earlier. And release the strap down. Keep it over your waist. Drop into a nice forward fold, toes forward. Heel toe your feet in, not all the way, so you're still wider than your normal, hips width apart. Reach the hands behind, grab your strap. Take the strap to the, take your hands kind of to those outer hips so your hands are about that wide. Your palms are facing out. Reach the arms straight. Feel the front shoulders and the tendency for them to roll toward the floor. So pull the shoulders back and push the strap away from you a little bit. Some of you are going to be able to raise your arms overhead. If your front deltoids, front shoulders roll toward the floor, you've gone too far. If you can, you're keeping that back body squeezed, squoze, squished. Bend your knees, lower the strap, lift your chest. Come on up. Well done, well done, well done. Set your strap aside. Roll your shoulders. Just notice it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale all the way down. Step back, downward facing dog. Plant your hands, everyone. Feel your elbows squeeze the beach ball while the collarbones go wide. The shoulders, upper shoulders externally rotated. And then plank just for a few, right? There's no, in yoga, right? Talk about shoulder strength. Here it is. Breathe. Press out of your arms. You can always come to your knees and still work your upper back, upper shoulders. Big deep breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees. Slowly lower the upper body. Oh. Come into Sphinx pose. Sphinx pose. Good. Just swoosh your hips side to side. And breathe. And then tuck the belly, press into your pubic bone. Maybe take your feet slightly wider than your normal. Good, if you can. I want you to press into your hands. Watch your backs, everybody. And lift your elbows. Now, keep your elbows going straight up and straight down. And if you can, we're going to do 20 of these. We're working triceps, also back body sort of, right, muscle. So lift up. 1, tap down. 2, 3, push into your hands. 4, don't let the elbows splay out. 5, 6, relax your head, neck, jaw. 7, 8, 9, 10, we got 10 more. Slow for 10, 9, 8, whoo. Anybody feeling this? 7, and 6, I think I added one there. 5, 4, oh yeah, 3, 2, woo, and 1, drop it down. Drop all the way down. Wow. Do that like 3 times a day and your triceps. I'm telling that to myself because I need to do that. All right, so one last thing. You're just going to grab one block, and if this does not work for you, don't worry about it, right? Because it's tricky. I want you to take your block in your hand so that it's on the palm of your hand, and then see if you can take it behind you. So what I did is I kind of squeezed my thumb and my pinky around the block so I can hold on to it so it's back behind you, and then lower your head and neck, so that's neutral. My left arm is bent and it's providing a pillow for my head. So with the block on the palm of your right hand, or whichever hand you are, I simply want you to lift that arm straight up toward the ceiling and back down. Good, straight up, back down. That's 3, 4, one more, 5, and then lift and hold right here. Just lift and hold it and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good, and switch sides. So you got it in your left hand. I'm gonna roll it around. If it falls off, don't worry. It's really more of a, little bit of feedback than it is necessary. Good, upper body is relaxed. Here we go. So lift up and down for 5, 4, there went my block, 3, 2, and 1, and then lift and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower down. So while we're here, just a quickie, I want you to press into your hip bones, press into your pubic bone, lift your left leg. Hold for 5, squeeze, 4, squeeze, 3, squeeze, 2, squeeze, 1, and lower down. Other side, lift your right leg, hold. Don't lift so high that you feel your low back here. Hold it in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Good. And then roll over to your sides. And come on to your back. Take both arms to cactus pose. Your feet are on the floor. Let's take them out to cactus pose and hold. Soften your front ribs. Feel your hips on the floor, your feet on the floor. And as you inhale, hold, press those arms into the floor. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the elbows, hands together in front of your chest. Good. Inhale, open and press. Exhale, close. 3 more. Open. And exhale. Good. Open and press into the floor. Exhale, bring it in. Last one. And exhale. And then finally, if your arms allow, just put your hands behind your head as if you were lounging on the beach with your elbows out to the side. Just soften your shoulders. You can straighten the legs here if you would like. Let the legs be heavy. Just take the elbows out to your sides. Deep breath. And then walk your feet to the left corner of your mat. Keep your left hand where it is under your head and take your right arm over your head again. It's not really draping, but at the elbows soft. Little banana pose. Deep breath. Feel free to cross the right ankle over the left. Be mindful there. If you feel tweaky in your back, don't do that one. Take a really deep breath. As you inhale, let the belly expand out. As you exhale, let it soften in. Good, and then release the right arm, release the ankles if they're crossed. Walk your feet and shoulders back to center. Your hands are back behind your head. And then leave your right hand where it is. Walk your feet to the right corner of your mat. Maybe the shoulders shimmy a little bit, your left hand, your left arm goes over your head. It's just soft and comfortable. That's it. Notice as you take a deeper breath, you feel the stretch through the belly. And then release ankles if they're crossed, release your left arm, release your right arm as well. Walk everything back to the center, bend your knees. Draw your knees to your chest and curl over to fetal pose. And make it, now if your head is such that your left arm needs to stay under your head or whichever is your bottom arm, do that. But otherwise, I want you to curl yourself into like the tightest little ball that you can. I have one hand over my shoulder, I have one hand around my knees, and I'm just making myself as tight as I can. Basically, it's child's pose, right? Just on your side. Let your head be really heavy. Let that bottom shoulder be shrugged up and soft. Notice your breath. And then use your hands to sit all the way up. Now, I'm kind of going to cheat some of you out of a traditional Shavasana. So if you would rather go to Shavasana, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we're going to do a seated Shavasana. And I want you to grab your strap and just simply make it as long as you can. You might need or want your blocks as well. Take the strap behind your back so that it's right where your, where your bottom shoulder blades would be. Toss one strap over your shoulder, toss your other strap over your shoulder. Take all of the twists out so they're both on the same side shoulder, right each end. And then reach behind you. Pull them down gently. Crisscross the strap in the back if your strap's long enough. And just have a strap in each hand and then your hands resting on your thighs. If your hands don't reach, I want you to take your blocks to both, and even if they do, you might like this, and rest your forearms on your block. So I'm just gonna, as you're fussing with that for a moment, I'm just gonna turn around and maybe you can see the strap just going one over each shoulder from your back to the front and then crisscrossed in the back. And then a block on either thigh so that your elbows can really comfortably rest. So no pulling down the shoulders, no scrunching, just neutral. And then close your eyes. And feel the balance between your front body and your back body. If you are in more traditional Shavasana, then just soften the shoulders toward the floor and feel the front body soften and lengthen as the back body softens. Just breathe. Soft hold of the strap if you have it. If you don't, just, you can even let it go at this point. Close the eyes. Crown of the head long toward the ceiling, tailbone long toward the floor. Feeling very grounded here as we cultivate that peace within, the peace that is undisturbed by the surface waves. If you are in a seated pose here and you want to slowly snuggle down to Shavasana, please feel free to do that. That's a lot of work for the upper body. But just feel your breath. Maybe you feel your breath as the strap wraps around part of your body and you feel that feedback. Soften your jaw. If you're still holding your strap, just let it go. Just let the hands be soft, interlaced, or cupped, depending on where your arms are. Feel the shoulders rise and fall with the breath. Feel the belly rise and fall with the breath. Soften even more. If you are in a place of stillness that you want to stay in, please do that right now. Stay where you are. If you are ready, start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Start to draw your knees toward your chest. Rocking side to side. Roll the knees to one side or the other. Coming up to a seated pose. If you are in that seated pose already, just let go of the strap.